Okay, so I saw a video online about the South African protests, and now they're going after spaza shop owners. And in that video, it appeared that the women were protecting the owner of the shop, who looked more like either Ethiopian or Somalian. Now, in that video, it happened that the leader of the protest was confronting this foreigner, and also the women were standing for this foreigner against the protesters. Now, it also happened that the leader of the march was telling this Ethiopian to please not take the women serious and to obey them, who are the protesters, and leave the country. And from the comments I read on that post, it seemed that people were saying that it's as if the government of South Africa is backing these protesters, which is not far from the truth, because if one has to look inwards as to how this protest has gone, it shows that the government has a strong backing for the protesters. And if looking at how the government has been responding to these protests and how they've been nonchalant about the whole situation, you would understand that this is a deliberate act. And to think that this is something that people have not thought about. Now, if you consider how the corruption is increasing in South Africa, you would understand that this can be a deliberate act to shift the vision or the sight of South Africans from the political class, who are the actual managers of the finances in South Africa, to move the attention of the South Africans to the migrants. So while the politicians will keep packing this money and keeping to themselves. So it's a tricky catch, because if the politicians are doing this, and at the end of the day all foreigners are gone and they have no one to blame anymore, then it becomes the protesters will have to look now inwards and to question them, the politicians, to really understand what is happening. Okay, so